Hey everybody, welcome back to
Cafecito con Chisme.
It's your girl Sylvia.
It's Jenny.
Sierra.
Hillary.
Man, do we have chisme for you guys today.
It is
fresh off the press.
Caliente.
It was fire yesterday.
Here. Can't
Drama.
wait to get to it. Let's get
All
to
right,
it, y'all.
so latest chisme of the week, guys. Bad Bunny is going to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime.
Yes. So excited.
I'm
Fucking love that.
like literally, I have no words.
When I saw that, I was like, oh my God.
Look, the video was
be
perfect too.
It was. And the fact that this happened after his concert, like it's so, because I was literally sitting there after his concert, I was like really sad. And then I was like, well, what is he going to do now? I know that he has his world tour, but like,
I think that was like on a business perspective, that was a great move.
Yeah.
Like he on his streamlining for Amazon, like that shit just millions of views. Like, yeah, of course. Like
great.
Yeah.
great business move. A lot of people are gonna watch it for sure.
Hell yes.
He's going to be the first Latino to headline with a full, like, basically all his songs are in Spanish. So he's the first one to ever do that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they had J-Lo and Shakira, but
Yeah,
not
but-
doing that. And he performed with them when they performed too.
Yes,
That is
he
true.
did.
But I mean, all of his songs are in Spanish. J-Lo has English songs. Shakira has songs in other languages. But for sure, I'm like really excited because freaking Bad Bunny, guys.
I mean, Bad Bunny.
It's Bad Bunny. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, and for the people who have complained about, well, all the songs are in Spanish, bro. When Bad Bunny's, it's gonna be, and if you're there, it's a big ass party.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much, it is a big ass party. You don't gotta know about if like what he's saying or things like that. Just
Yes.
fucking,
It's gonna be a
Just
whole,
dance, twerk,
Yes,
shake
it's gonna
that
be a
ass.
whole vibe. I've gone to like the Bad Bunny concert. Oh my God, it's a whole fucking vibe. It's gonna be unforgettable. I
Yeah.
already know.
I'm so excited for it.
I would say I don't speak Spanish and I don't understand it, and Bad Bunny is like my favorite. So
Yes.
There
like
you
right
go.
there, like all you need to know is that beat, and you're like, hey,
You're gonna have the time of your fucking life if you're there. And then, of course, like if you do Super Bowl parties and shit like that, your Super Bowl party is going to be lit. Let me tell you, it's going to be lit. So I'm excited for that.
Yes.
Aside from that, I think he was probably the perfect person to be chosen for this. He is an artist that has, we were talking about Lady Gaga earlier, where she's like well-rounded or she's like just a whole artist, and he's crossed over, like he's had collabs with English singers with Drake and Mia. He's been in WWE.
Oh yeah, we've all seen that.
He's been
he's good.
He is
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is phenomenal at
And-
WWE.
He's been in Happy Gilmore too.
Yep.
Yes.
And
yes.
hello, he's attended the Met Ball or Met Gala, whatever the fuck that's called.
Did you see Subway post?
No, what did they
Subway
post?
posted about that. He said, "Look, you can start at a or for Subway and being a caddy, and then now look at you. You're at the Super Bowl." I was dying.
It's so funny. But I think it'll be good because he'll bring one, like what's called with his Puerto Rican show. He brought a lot of like acknowledgement to that. But I think that he's just gonna kill it. Like I just cannot wait to be standing in front of my TV that day. Like,
Yep.
Yes, there you go.
I don't care who's playing.
Yeah, honestly, I don't. Low-key I do.
Go Steelers.
Because I let...
Yeah, you better not cheer them on.
Hell no. Actually, yes, please cheer them on.
I think you should cheer for the Commanders.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think that he's going to? First off, what song do you think he's going to open up with?
I'm not actually sure.
I'm
what you were
hoping
singing.
something like
No.
I don't know. Maybe Sapphire. I don't know. That might be too strong to start with.
I don't ADHD over here, but I don't remember the song that whatever. But I'm pretty sure it's where he goes like Yo quisiera enamorarme. Pero no, well, it's Titi Pronto actually. Never
Yeah,
mind.
Titi
But I feel like
Pronto.
he should open up with that because I feel like just that slow intro and then switching it over to the hype and then it goes. Oh, yeah. I'm
What if he
excited
just
for this.
opens it up with all that, and I'm like,
Oh, the Puerto Rican comes
Yeah.
oh, I was like, ah,
Because like he's really like he's
Upbeat,
definitely a very proud Puerto Rican.
who's not?
So
We're very proud people.
Very proud.
Yes, very.
I'm half, and I'm like, I'm
Hilarious.
Puerto
That's a
Rican,
good
yo.
thing.
Clearly. Do we think he's going to bring any guests?
I
think
feel like
so.
he is.
Yeah, I can see that.
I just
I
don't,
just don't know who.
Like
Please let it be Karol G. It's like, I'm just
he
kidding.
he knows so many people. He's brought out so many people like
During his
during
residency.
Yeah.
his residency. Yes. So I don't know. Maybe Cardi B. I don't know. Maybe
Bad Bunny, if you're watching this, please bring Karol G.
Or Cardi B.
Una de las dos.
Cardi B.
Him, I can't wait to see what he does as far as that. I honestly hope he brings Concho, the coqui. That would be so cool.
That would be really cute.
I also hope that he, like, I don't know, uses like the whole stage. Like, I liked when what's it called, with J-Lo, like I loved when she had like the stripper pole when she did that, and then with Rihanna when she came down on that thing or whatever, and then she exposed her pregnant belly. But then also like
cute.
I loved when they did the throwback with Dr. Dre and stuff, like
Yes.
when 50 Cent was hanging upside down. That was
Oh,
classic.
true.
Poor man.
They went in on him.
Yeah,
But
they did.
I don't know. That was just hilarious as far as that goes. I don't
Like
know.
SpongeBob dangling off when he was a wizard.
Yes.
Let us know what your favorite Super Bowl performance was.
Yeah, because there's
For
a
sure.
lot of good ones.
Yeah.
What was y'all's favorite?
Ooh, Bruno
Mine
Mars.
was the Shakira and J-Lo one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd have to second that. I mean,
was a good one.
J-Lo's dance from there, like, was trending on TikTok for, like, ever. I
Dude, when
tried-
she opened her thing up and it was the Puerto Rican flag, I was like,
Yes! I also like that because, not to get political or whatever, but I like that performance because she subliminally included the message about the children in cages with, like, where
Yeah.
the kids were on the floor and doing that, and that was part of like the immigration reform and stuff like that. And I thought that was like, it was subtle, but it was classy the way that she did it,
Yeah.
because she wasn't sitting here like.
And
doing
it
a
went
whole speech
over a lot of
about-
people's
about-
heads,
And I
too.
love that.
Yeah.
I honestly love that, but that's just my take. And also Shakira, but poor Shakira, bro. When she did the little tongue thing that's Colombian native or whatever,
Uh-huh.
that was another meme for years.
oh, the
It
SpongeBob
was.
meme.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Honestly, my favorite one was with Dr. Dre. And
That one was too. That was good, too.
everybody. That was
Yeah.
That was a hype one.
that
Yeah,
was my
good.
favorite.
Yeah.
Because last year, the fact that he brought out Serena Williams, which is Drake's ex-girlfriend, to Crip Walk.
Yeah, like
true.
his,
I was like, no.
performance with certain
he didn't.
messages. I was like, oh shit.
No, it was a fun one.
I was like, okay, Kendrick.
But I also love the wordplay he did, because he was like, and he was like, I heard they love to sue. And then like, oh my God, I
His
was like,
face was priceless when he was like, doing his thing, and then he went.
Yep.
yeah, he was like, nigga.
Just
Called it
Just
out.
the smile got me.
No, that was
Kendrick loves throwing those shots, man.
Yep, absolutely love it. But yeah, I'm excited for the Super Bowl.
I'm
Yep.
excited
Can't
too.
wait.
Yep.
You're gonna see me there just in a little.
I think a lot of people are.
Shit, I wish I was there.
I can't afford those tickets.
I can't either.
I feel like me personally, right, throughout of all of Bad Bunny's years or whatever, I feel like I have a song for like every like era, right? So when he first started out with his Latin trap, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know who Bad Bunny was. My friends were like, oh, let's go watch Bad Bunny when he was doing like nightclubs, right? And I was like, what the fuck? I go, who the fuck calls himself Bad Bunny? But then when I listened to his music, I was like, oh shit, that's Bad Bunny. There was a thing on TikTok where it was like, oh, that's Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny. But I just love it. And that what's called the Latin trap portion, or like his beginnings of Latin trap, reminds me a lot of like when me and my husband got together. It was like we would listen to that a lot, and like our wedding song was one of
Yep, I was about to say, you guys walked
our
out
first
to Bad
dance
Bunny.
like was one of Bad Bunny's songs too, La Ocasión, and it was lit.
Yeah, I wasn't much of a fan of him when he was Trap Bunny, but one of the songs that I really liked was Chambea.
Yes,
That joint goes. That was
Yes.
his WWE intro song
Yep.
as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a great ass song.
that was our wedding intro song. We walked into
Yep,
the
yep,
studio.
yep. I was about to say
Classic.
that.
Guys,
That song always hypes me
Yeah,
up. I'm not
We're
gonna
Bad
lie.
Bunny fans. Me and my husband, just an FYI, we're his biggest fans. Bad Bunny sponsor my tickets to the Super Bowl. But yeah, no, we did that. Our first dance song was La Ocasión. I I feel like I said, a lot of his songs can tie back to like memories that I have. Zafaera for me, when I was like running all the time, when I was in my running girl era, always reminded me of like, it was on my playlist. So it reminded me, like, okay, I'm about to hit 2 miles, because that was the song that I always play when I would hit my like 2 mile mark for my 5Ks. And so I'm like, oh, I got to keep going. I can't let the song end before I hit my 2 miles. So there's that. And then just classics.
Yeah.
What about?
I love all his songs.
But is there any songs that you have that like brings back a specific memory, like of like just in general?
What's crazy? His latest album, like, brings calmness to me for some reason. So like anytime I'm like feeling some type of way, if it's not country music, I put his if it's not country or heavy metal, I put on his music.
I agree. Like, I haven't stopped listening to his album.
Same.
Like, I don't really listen to much music anymore, just his album, for sure.
I mean, it's funny, this morning I was listening to, actually, the song came on, Barrea Sos.
Oh,
Yes. That song came on, and I was, like, getting hyped, and I was like, oh, okay, like, this song always gets me going.
Yes.
I mean, I don't Perrea Sola anymore, but...
Oh, excuse me.
But...
pretty sure that was the Bouquet Toss song at my wedding.
It was, and I sure did not catch that bouquet. Should have been me, but whatever. Whatever. But yeah, I guess that's the song that gets me pretty hyped. But he has so many. He has so many. But I guess that one.
I don't know. I do think that some of his songs were dedicated to some of his lovers. I keep forgetting the specific name of the song that they kept saying was for Kendall Jenner.
Oh yeah. What happened with
Which
them,
one was
honestly?
I don't know, guys, but like...
But I can't remember which
forgot.
song.
Okay, but chismecito about that is, word on the street has it that I think Kendall Jenner and him went to the Super Bowl together, or they went to something together.
Okay.
And Devin Booker who's Kendall's ex, was in the same suite, I think, as them. And then, like, a couple weeks later, she was seen with, like, Devin Booker. And then there was, like, there was a, in part, that's what it was, too. In part of one of his songs, the lyrics, I think he plays for for the Arizona Suns or something like that. I don't know what it was. But in part of his lyrics, he was like, you don't need, like, whatever correlated to Devin Booker. You need someone like me or whatever type of thing. So he threw shots at Devin Booker, and then Devin tried to go at him on Instagram, but that died there because Bad Bunny was like, I ain't answering to you. But yeah, so I don't know what happened to them, but
honestly,
That is a weird pair.
It was a very weird
I didn't
pair,
understand it at
and
all.
I honestly thought that, like, language barrier. Eventually,
He can speak English.
Yeah,
Well, he
he
English.
can.
yeah, but he's got hold
Don't
on.
be going
He's
on
gotten
him like
better
that.
with his English
Look.
because before.
maybe he practiced with Kendall.
Oh,
True.
The first Peruvian I dated barely spoke English. Okay? And we
many
made
you
it
got?
work. Huh?
I said, how many you got?
Look, there were many. But the first one, which I'm pretty sure he was like fresh from Peru, he's
fresh from Peru.
No, because I'm not gonna lie.
What did he
Look,
smell like, Papa La
I'm-
Huancaína?
I was about to say you could smell.
No. I'm gonna put myself out there. Because this is back when you can like 3-way phone calls. Because back in the day we didn't have cell phones. But I used to 3-way my friends so they can hear him speak English because nobody ever heard him speak English.
Oh,
But the only thing I ever really remember him saying to me was like, "I want you to have my baby," and I was like, "No." I was like, we're done.
Like 14.
damn, that's a red
know.
flag
That would have
right
been it was
there.
high school, so
He wanted what they call
Yeah.
an anchor baby.
yes, I was like, he's just trying to stay here. Sorry.
So his ex-girlfriend Gabriela was there too. I think at his last show. A lot of people were asking like, why wasn't she in the house? But I don't know. I would just feel like I'd also just kind of want to be like, and I meant La Casita, guys. Sorry, but like on the side. But he brought out Reynau, I think is her name, to perform with him.
Yes.
Do we think that they got something going on? Because
I
they
think
were...
so.
I
Or
mean,
do you think it was just or you think it was just performative?
That was a very sensual performance.
But he's like that with when he performs. Because when
Yeah.
he did the song with Rosalia, and they were performing together, they like it looked like they kissed. It didn't. That sparked rumors of them dating. I don't know if you remember that performance or not. I don't remember what award show where it was, but they were like
hell of a performance. Then
He's a performer.
yeah. He has a song Titi Me Preguntó, right?
yes,
Which, to briefly describe the song, for those that don't understand it, is, you know, part of it, he's just like my titi, which is tia in Puerto Rican, or just in Spanish in general. You know, Titi me preguntó, like, why do I have so many girlfriends? Today one, the next day the other. Why? And then he starts listing.
I can already see my future right now.
He starts listing, like, I got this one from this country, this one from that country, and he starts listing names.
Yeah.
Did you, growing up, ever have, like, a tia that was either nosy, like, always up into your love life, always asking questions, trying to be like, I'm young, I'm hip? Or did you always have a tia, in Spanish, we call it alcahueta, but in, like, to turn it into English, do you guys ever have a tia that was, like, covering for you, or would be like, yeah, I'll cover for you for whatever it was?
No, but she's gonna be that for our kids.
Yeah,
I was about to say, Hillary, how do you see yourself, like, in the future?
Yeah, you're a titi. What do you think? How do you think that would correlate to you?
So what's funny is
It's already happened.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've done a lot of covering already.
Probably my kid.
Oh, with the OG one.
The OGs, yes, the OG nieces, and then you know, I think the most cutest moment for me was when I was actually holding Raiden, and that song came on, the song that you're talking about, and then your husband, of course, was just like, "Oh yeah, Hillary, get ready," and I'm like, and I was just like singing to him with the words and just holding him, but
Raiden's gonna be the problem.
Raiden's gonna be the problem.
He is.
But hey, who knows?
And God, I could see it.
Oh yeah,
They'll be together probably.
but I feel like yes, depending on the situation.
I think you're a ride or die Titi,
Yes,
for sure.
Depending on the situation, it's either okay, I'll cover for you, like, you know, whatever. But then if it's like a really, like, if they come to me and they go like, and I'm like, ooh, you know what? I don't know if I want to be a part of this. Hey, you know
what if they force you to be a part of the situation?
Fuck. And I could see that happening too, where I'm like, I gotta take this to my grave.
So you would cover if they were...
It depends on the situation. Like, her daughter has asked me multiple times, if I tell you this, will you tell my mom? And if it wasn't, like, super serious, then I would be like, no. You know, because the fact that she has someone to talk to, to confide in with something. But if it's, like, something serious, my policy is, girl, you got 48 to 72 hours. If you do not tell your parents, I will tell your parents. Yep. You know?
And I will drag
that
you
we've
along.
done that before.
Yeah. And
That's happened.
Oh yeah, it has happened. So, you know, I'm that type of, I guess I just know boundaries. I also, as a titi, I don't want to step over any other parenting boundaries because that would just cause chaos.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just that type.
And that's what I would be grateful for
Yes.
if I was younger, because I didn't have that type of aunt that I could just go to and tell her whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
Same.
I wasn't really close to my aunts at all, whatever aunt I had.
I was close to my aunts, but I felt like back when we were younger, I'm not going to age myself.
As you shouldn't.
Back in the day.
As you shouldn't.
With my walker.
You're 23 years old. What you mean?
Anywho, but back in the day, I felt like being open with anybody in your family was kind of frowned upon. At least like in like my family in this area, simply because I felt like we were raised to like keep family matters like internally. So like if anything was wrong, or you did anything wrong, or you were worried, or you had like anything like that, like you could not keep it outside. You could not take it outside of the household.
Right.
If that makes sense. So I felt like even though my aunts would be like, hey, you know, you can tell me blah, 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 I would be like, no. But can I really though? Because I'm worried that I'm gonna get my ass beat. And so I'd rather keep it to myself. Tell my cousins, because my cousins, we ride or die. We will take it to the grave. But so thankful for the titis that the kids have now, because I feel like there's the boundaries that are set where, like you said, if it's more serious, you'll tell the parents. But if it's something simple, you're like, okay, cool, like this is
Yeah,
fine.
like
type of
let's
thing.
talk. If you know me, and if you guys know me, my family is super small. Started off pretty big, and then due to very toxic people have been just cut off. And the whole Thea thing, yeah, I had an aunt, which, mind you, we didn't really speak that much at all, but she followed me on Instagram. And just the slightest, like, I would post a beverage that I'm drinking. Oh, Hillary's, always drinking, always drunk all the time. And she would talk to my father about this and how I'm always partying and blah, blah, blah. Like, she was just making it seem like I was one thing. And I was like, you know what? I don't even talk to you anyway, so I'm just going to block you. Or actually just remove you, because I don't really talk to you that much. But my family's super small, so I never really went through the whole, could I have a Thea to talk to, or anything like that. Me and my mom have a really good relationship of me, like, talking to her about things. I think she was the cool mom, but she was just great to talk to. So, and then cousins, I didn't really have that many cousins.
I did.
No shit.
Really?
I do.
I have a favorite cousin for sure. She's out in Cali. Treated her more like my sister. So that was the one person that I could actually confide in to tell anything. Just because I didn't grow up with my sisters. Again, I didn't have that confidence with an aunt or uncle.
You have sisters?
Yeah.
What the?
Fun fact.
Sylvia, I've known you forever.
Yep.
And how am I just finding this out?
I have 2 older sisters.
We're going to talk about that tea. Mom or dad side?
Both.
Oh, shit.
Together.
Oh, shit. Okay. Do you think that growing up, the guys got away with, like, dating? And my parents were really strict growing up.
Same.
But do you feel
Somewhat.
like
Same.
they got away with being able to date and do more things and stay out later than compared to what we got allowed to do?
Absolutely.
No? Yes? No?
I think I had very different parents.
Can you repeat that question? I zoned out.
I said, do you feel like, for example, do you feel like your brother got away with having, like, girlfriends at a younger age, going out later,
Yeah.
doing more, and getting away with, like, anything that would get you in trouble?
Yes.
Versus you? If you were to, okay. Yeah, I
Yes.
felt like
Yeah.
that too.
I did not.
My dad have to have. I guess this is what's funny about having a white mom. She was very understanding.
I knew you were going to use that word.
Very understanding that I have a social life too. So it was easy for my brother to be like, hey, I'm going out with my friends. Bye. Me, it was like, hey, can I go out with my friends? Absolutely. Like, first word, no. And then that's when my mom would be like, so why do you let your boy out, but Hillary can't hang out with her friends? And it's like, my mom was just very convincing of, hey, like, Hillary's not a bad kid. All she has to do is communicate, which she does. And that's it. She would always be like, you have to trust her, blah, 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 blah. And then, then he would be like, okay. But behave.
Right,
like,
you got a whole nother...
Yep, got a whole nother spiel.
Your brother was like, bye. Your dad was
Bye.
like, you better behave if you're going to go
said-
out in public.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no. For me, it's like when we moved, because we lived in the city, I was, going out little by little. But once we moved, I was not allowed to go out at all. So for me, in my head, I'm like, why can I not go out? Like, what did I do wrong?
mhm.
And my brother, he had a social life.
Yeah.
But because I wasn't allowed to go out, that actually caused me to sneak out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds
Strict,
familiar.
strict parents create sneaky kids.
Yes.
Yep. 100%.
Sneak out, skip school. But at the end of the day, I was always responsible with what I was doing.
Yep.
At the same time.
Which window was it that you snuck out of?
Wait, really? You're just gonna out me like that?
It's like 20 years later.
Yeah, it just sounds.
You snuck out?
Sierra did no such thing.
And my mom let me out.
Damn, I didn't let you out. Oh,
You are the off statistic.
Like in all real, like, unless I was in trouble, I mean, I went out with my friends all the time, and by the time I could drive, I would just tell my mom, "Hey, I'm going to my best friend's house. See you later." I practically lived there.
That's the thing too. I had places where I would be at, and my father would still throw a fit.
Same thing with my
I
parents.
was not allowed.
My mom just had me check in.
I was not allowed to go to any friend's house. I was allowed to go to my cousin's houses, but not my friends' houses. And my brother was allowed to do whatever, though. It did not matter. Except for the one time my brother came back with a hickey on his neck. That was sort of a different day.
Oh.
I think I remember that. We ain't got to talk about that, but I do know that story. Man, I know way too many people.
Yes. But again, he was allowed to do a lot. Like, I'm talking about, like, probably, like, since he was in middle school, like, it was almost like an encouragement for him to, like, oh, yeah, you have a girlfriend. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. But if I freaking got, like, a text message or a phone call or was even seen, like, with a boy, like, at the bus stop, it would be all hell would break loose. Like,
you could just be like,
if
he's
you
just
were
standing next to me.
if you're seen with a boy, my husband would give you the, like...
true.
I have videos
Overprotective
of him
family.
Literally with a belt talking to you because I think I snitched on you that you were talking to a boy.
Whoa. Let's not bring that up, guys. Please.
I mean, it was fun and games.
I black out trauma from back then, please. Thank you very much.
It was funny, but
No wonder I can't remember my childhood.
At my wedding, the two overprotective cousins I have, when we were doing the garter or when the husband comes and takes the garter from the her husband and my other overprotective cousin dragged my husband away from me all the way to the end and then dropped him. Right? My husband's knees were bruised for like weeks.
That was rough.
That was funny.
Doesn't surprise me one bit.
Nope.
5 feet.
Yes, my husband's very overprotective of you.
I just think like that's something that I think I have tried to change, at least with my teenagers, simply because of the fact that I feel like I didn't have that relationship with my parents where, as her primary parent, I want her to be able to open up and talk to me. Right. And I feel like thus far, it's been good where like we do have open communication in general. So, I mean, obviously, I'm not naive. There's going to be things that she probably doesn't tell me as her mom, or she's not comfortable telling me at this point, which that's what she has her titis for. Yeah. But also, like, she does tell me a lot of things that I'm like, damn, I really didn't want to know that, but thanks for sharing.
I feel like I know too much about my daughter sometimes, and I'm like, I love you, and I'm so glad that you can open up to me, but at the same time,
literally, I'm
like, my baby.
I'm not ready for the teenager phase.
Oh, you have no idea what's
my God.
But what's
I got
crazy
like 10
to
more
me,
years.
What's crazy to me is that like Johelmi has boundaries, right? She has boundaries. She has like time she has to be home by. She has a time she's not allowed to drive after. She has check-in times, check-in points. Like she has like all of that. Like we share locations and everything, right? But I let her do like a lot. I would say that like I wasn't allowed to do growing up. But her friends' parents have made comments of like that I'm supposedly the strictest, but I don't know how when I let her do like a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what am I not doing?
Maybe it's because you're checking in more. Maybe they don't check in as much.
I don't know.
They should.
I love those ladies though. They're so nice.
I've met some of them.
Yes, they're very
so
nice.
Oh, I've met some of them.
They're super nice. But yeah, I was just like, me strict? And then I was like telling Johelmi, I was like, am I strict? And she was like, I mean, compared to my friend's parents. And I was like, well,
I don't feel like you're strict.
I don't know.
I don't. Maybe you just
I think it's
this vibe.
Well, I don't play games.
So I think that's what it is.
So maybe that's what they're comparing.
So maybe they know that you're the parent that doesn't bullshit, don't play that shit, you know. So it's like maybe they just feed off that, you know.
Oh.
So, but I don't think you're the strict parent.
I don't know, but
so you're a good
either
parent.
way.
You demand respect.
Yes.
Factual.
Yes.
as all parents should, demand it and obtain it as well. I don't want to hear none of this. You got to give respect to earn respect as a child, whatever, at the same time. But unless you're like cursing someone out or full on neglecting someone. But I think as someone's parent, you are like, you should get respect as far as like, hi, bye.
Yeah.
If I'm asking you something, please, thank you. Very basic necessities, just respect.
Yeah.
But unless you're a POS, but that's just,
None of our kids.
Okay. So I have a question. Speaking of parents and stuff like that and how super strict they were. What is the one thing that you can admit to them now, but you couldn't tell them at that moment or at that time when you were younger?
I'll start. Since somebody already called me out on my... I did admit to my mom that I snuck out.
And what was her reaction?
She said, no shit.
no shit.
No, she didn't.
You weren't slick, Sierra.
She didn't say that, but obviously since I'm a young mom, we figured some things out. So... She
showed me the window.
She showed all of us the window.
And I was like, oh, that's a good
exit,
like me looking at the window, I'm like, that is a good window to sneak out of. Like,
yes, it was right off my deck. It was my bedroom. It was literally my room. So it was just straight out. Now, where I grew up was on the mountain, so it was a little sketch. I'm really happy I never ran into a bear.
What about a deer?
I'm surprised I never ran into anything. And then it was even worse because, like, my grandma's room, I had to walk past it. So, like, there are a few times that I know she heard me.
Poor granny.
Because she, like, went
to go... people in? Did she hear you? What if your grandma heard you and she never said anything to this day?
Yes, I did sneak people in, too.
Okay, but what if your grandma to this day was probably listening to you and she's probably like... That's my girl, Sierra.
No, she
was probably like,
she was
my
very,
ears, my virgin ears.
My grandma was a very Christian woman, and she probably would have beat me if she could. She always did this to me.
She's probably throwing holy water at your wall.
No,
this child needs the most blessing.
I definitely
your siblings.
Stop. I definitely snuck out more than I snuck anybody in, but I will fully admit I snuck a couple in. Just a couple times.
Goddamn.
I'm sorry, Mom. She won't watch this, I hope.
All right.
Oh, yeah, watch. I'm a grown ass woman. My mom's still gonna whoop my butt.
Yep.
I'm still scared of my parents whooping
I'm
my
still
ass.
scared. The hell?
I'm
still the same size.
No, my mom can still take me. She can still take me. My mom's in better shape than I am.
I would definitely agree with Sierra. Telling my parents about sneaking out, which they already knew. They knew how to unlock the door. We always had like an apartment and it was always on the floor. So I would sneak out. My brother would sneak out first and then I would sneak out. Sometimes we would hang out together. Sometimes we wouldn't. It's that call that they give you when you sneak out is the worst. Because you've been caught and now you got to rush home.
For an ass whooping. You just gotta rush on.
Yeah, and you gotta get ready for an ass whooping. That's the worst part.
Would you, if you know you're coming home to an ass whooping, would you really rush home?
I would because of the fear.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so much worse.
It's gonna be
the longer you take,
the worse it's gonna be.
The worse the ass whooping is gonna be.
Although I never got caught.
Wow.
Really?
Nice.
Wow.
One time
I never got caught.
Pride.
No, I'm just
with
saying.
my
I never got caught.
There was
pregnant,
one time I snuck out and I took this chihuahua that I was dog sitting. I fucking took it with me.
Not chihuahua.
Try to play it off as I was walking the fucking dog.
Damn, that chihuahua went on a wild goose chase with that one.
That little motherfucker had my back because he always barked at my parents.
I'm surprised that he didn't blow your cover
right?
by barking while you were walking out.
He loved me.
That's impressive.
That was
and
because
chihuahuas bark a lot, so I'm surprised that he didn't blow your cover.
Mm-hmm.
She would have just been like, walking the dog.
Come on, walk.
Like, they were gonna pee.
Damn, man, but now everybody got Ring cameras and all that,
Yup.
Shit's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm so
Don't
glad.
even try it.
No.
I'm so glad I didn't grow up with all that.
Yep. How about you, Jenny?
I don't know. It's hard because I feel like I couldn't talk to them about shit when I was growing up. In general, I feel like now I could talk to them about friends that I had that were guys when I was younger, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like,
True.
again, when I was growing up, I couldn't really say like I had guy friends or anything because that
Right.
would be like no guys whatsoever were like even allowed in my address book. Okay,
Dang.
I couldn't even text. That's
Do
how
you
bad it was.
still feel weird having guy friends?
Yes and no, because as I got older, like into adulthood, my parents were more open into like, oh, like, yeah, tell your friends to come over and hang out and stuff like that. Whereas to like growing up, it was more so like, no, you cannot, like no guys, no nothing. But
Yeah.
like, I had like a friend that I had in high school that like after I had your homie and everything, and like my friend was like legit just like my friend or whatever, and it was like my best guy friend in high school afterwards or whatever. And then like when I was an adult, like we would still hang out and stuff like that. And now like my dad runs, I think like into him every now and then, like because they both do trucking or whatever. So there's that. I don't talk to him anymore, but that was just a friend I had in high school.
Yeah.
But then there's been times where like my guy friends that like I've either like known for forever or whatever will come. Like my parents will have like a house party and they'll be like, tell them to come over, and then they'll come over and like drink with my parents and stuff like that.
Right.
But I think if I had to choose a specific thing that like I can talk to like my mom or my dad now that I couldn't back then is like there's I could like I don't know, just more so like I didn't really when I hate saying it like this because everyone's like, well, you did the worst thing. I never really snuck out. I never skipped school. I never really did anything bad but get pregnant at 16 because I was scared shitless of my parents.
Yeah.
Like scared shitless of my parents. So in reality, if you ask me like what can you talk to them now versus back then, everything. Because
Yeah.
everything, because I'd be like, hey mom, did you know like I did this? And what? I had no idea. Yeah, mom, sorry.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Sorry, not sorry. Although I refuse, and I don't know if you guys have that. I refuse to talk about anything sex life wise with my parents.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just
I
how
think
Mom
for
knows
me
that,
is
yes.
sex life and drugs. That's it. Like, just that's off topic. for
Yeah.
You
sure.
don't talk drugs with your mom?
I do.
I do. But me and my mom have never done anything, so we always joke about it.
Oh.
No way.
I know my mom has. And that's okay. That's okay. Safe space when we talk about drugs.
This
And
is a safe space.
I think when it comes to sex, me talking to my mom about, I guess like when I was younger, like I had questions. That was fine.
I would never ask my mom questions that were about
I
sex
would.
at
Me
a
either.
young age.
Because it was all like even growing up, it was always like it wasn't like I feel like conversations now are like be safe,
Yeah.
protect yourself, be mindful, whatever. Whereas the back then was like no, nothing whatsoever. Like do not even think about it. Like don't even let it cross your mind. Don't even let it be an afterthought. Like nothing to that extent.
So when
You
I
get your
got
ass whooped if you think about it.
when I got pregnant, I joked to my mom. I was like, "You never had the sex talk with me." She was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Throwing that in
Like,
her
she's like,
face.
"Are you gonna blame me?" I said, "No, I'm just saying."
I learned what I learned from sex ed at school.
With me, I can probably like say, hey, remember that one time I had to take a work trip to Richmond when really I had to drive to North Carolina to pick up your husband?
God.
I can admit that now. Yep, I drove to North Carolina by myself.
How many songs did you listen to?
I have no idea.
I don't know how you drive.
I
like
have
you
no
do.
idea because, and that was the worst time because we didn't have GPS.
Oh shit!
We had,
Hell
I had
no.
MapQuest.
Did you print it out?
I had to print it out.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
when I used to use MapQuest, I used to like reset the what's called the
Yep.
speedometer thing,
That's
whatever,
exactly
the mileage
what I-
counter.
Yep.
So it says I was like 0.08 miles. So you'd be like looking, be like, oh, I'm at 0.07. Where's the exit?
You're
Yep.
smart. I never even did that. I was just like, I'm just gonna keep looking for the
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah, that's what I would do that, and then also look for the sign. But then I'll never
highways were
forget
tricky.
too that like the MapQuest, something was missing, where it told me to take a turn, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna turn here. But then as I'm driving, I'm like, okay, where's the next sign? Like, I got lost. I remember calling Felipe, freaking the hell out. They're using, I guess him and his buddy were on the phone with me, but they were on the computer looking up where I could possibly
Have
be
gone.
at.
Wow.
And it
That's
was
crazy.
just such a mess.
Dang.
And then I finally get to a gas station. He goes, Hillary, what does the gas station look like? And I'm like, I don't know, but there's a lot of guys standing out front. He's like, stay in your fucking car. Stay in your car. But can you tell me the name of the gas station? And so I figured out, like, okay, this is the gas station. This is the road. And then finally he pinpointed where I'm at. And then he had to, like, guide me. But I'm crying hysterically. And then I get to the place where I'm supposed to pick him up.
I'm sorry. I was just picturing you like,
This is it! Yeah,
this is how I go.
yeah, this is it. And then poor his friend, like, wanted to meet me because he's heard so much about me. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to talk to anyone right now. Like, I was a wreck that day. And then he decided to drive the back, like, he took the wheel, and I just...
Why did you go pick him up?
There was a reason why I had to go pick him up. He didn't have a... Oh, no. It was when he had a Mustang.
Uh-huh.
And he had to pick it up. But since I came
Was that when the, like...
super late, he could not pick up his car.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that I can finally
Discuss.
to my parents. And it's funny because I was running out of gas too. Because of all, like...
Oh my god.
Oh,
So-
my God.
We were right on the border of North Carolina and Virginia. And I had to put in gas. And my mom was just like, she saw the gas, she saw the transaction. She was like, it says North Carolina. Oh, well, me and the buddies wanted to,
Someone stole my credit card.
I would have been like, it's a parent company.
yeah, like, I was like, oh, well, we're not so far away from North Carolina. We wanted to see this one cool attraction, but I needed gas. And she was like, okay, just,
She knew.
yeah.
She knew.
Yeah, but we got home safe. But yeah, that's, again, my parents weren't that strict. I did sneak out maybe here and there, but
Your mom covered for you, didn't she?
no.
Oh.
That would have been nice. No.
Did
I never got, no.
You never got caught.
Mm-mm. But I think what also helps is that most of my friends in high school and middle school, we lived in the same neighborhood.
Oh, true.
So,
You just had to
Not
sneak
me.
out back.
yeah.
They're like, I was raking the leaves, mom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like we would hang out, and then, there was really no point. Because we already, yeah.
I feel like my brother talks to my parents about a lot of stuff that he did, like, growing up and stuff like that. Like, even back then, he would, like, say it. And I feel like now he says it again, and, like, he says it, like, jokingly. And then, like, my parents will have, like, an epiphany, like, oh, shit. You were being serious. You were joking.
Oh, no.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like, no shit. Like, what the fuck do you think when he was literally saying, like, all right, like, I'll see y'all later. I'll be back tomorrow or something. And you were like, oh, no, he's coming home later. He never came home till, like, what do you guys think he was doing? You thought he just woke up early for no reason? Which brings me into my next question. So, for a while, right, the little, like, T is Bad Bunny straight, or is he gay, or is he, or is he metro? Because when he was moving from his, like, Latin trap era into, like, his mainstream era, he When he did like the Safayeta video, he like dressed up as a girl, like fake tits and everything. Or was that one of the videos?
I could have sworn there was a purpose though to.
And then he did, and then he painted his nails. He used to paint his nails too, to the point that if y'all don't know the beef, y'all about to find out the beef and the tea on that. But Anuel and Ozuna, who are other like Latin trap artists, like started talking down on Bad Bunny. Right? Like they were just like, I don't need to be like, they were saying that it was an attention seeking thing when he was like, no, just be myself. But they were like, we don't collab with him. We don't talk to him because we don't need to be doing like stupid shit like that to be getting attention to our music. Our music's just good. Well, where are you guys now?
I was just about to say, where are you at now?
Ozuna
look
fell
at
off.
what Bad Bunny's doing.
Ozuna fell off. But anyways, leading into that, do we feel, or how do we feel about like gender roles, right? And I think for me, I'm like, gender roles. Do we feel like as an adult there are specific gender roles for males versus girls? And do we think that they're fair? And it can be gender roles in anything, right? Like at work, like do we think gender roles with like household duties? Do we think gender roles with like, you know, in this sense, like, do we think that guys shouldn't paint their nails or they shouldn't do their hair or they shouldn't grow their hair long? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I am going to say men painting their nails. I do find it weird, but I don't judge.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because I'm just not used to it.
It doesn't bother me. Just regular paint doesn't bother me.
Black nail polish.
Doesn't bother me.
Rainbow. Acrylic nails.
I mean, pushing on acrylics maybe.
Yeah, and then maybe it's just because like I'm just not used to men doing that. But I see a lot of men doing that. So then I'm just like, all right, cool. If that's what makes you happy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. If that's what you're into, cool. I'm not going to judge you. With Bad Bunny, I mean, I feel like whenever he did those things, it was, you know, either him trying to be a trendsetter or there was always a message behind it.
Very true.
That's
very true.
Yeah.
I guess when I saw him do it, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I guess when I saw him do it,
I started seeing other people do it.
Yeah.
That, but also like I guess I looked at him as a very artiste person.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's why I was like, okay, cool. Like he paints his nails and shit. All right.
What do we think about him wearing a skirt to the Met Gala?
I mean, Ireland people, my culture. Irish people, they wear skirts, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you know, actually, it's not just Irish.
Isn't
Historically,
it called a kilt?
That's a kilt, yes. But historically, I mean, kings wore dresses. It was actually more historically men than it was
They wore
females like
togas.
that.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, plus it's the Met Gala.
Yes. It's supposed to be over the top.
Like, it's
yeah,
crazy.
Met Gala's weird.
Yeah.
They all have a different theme, and it's kind of like, I feel like if you're not weird enough, you shouldn't be part of the Met Gala.
I mean, it's true.
So,
know what I mean?
what do you say?
Yeah, like me, I would not be part of it because I mean, I'm basic.
I mean, some dresses and outfits I would so wear to a Met Gala.
So, what do you say to the men out there that gave him so much shit for doing those things? Do you think that they're just not comfortable seeing him and other men doing that, or do you think that they're just like what do you think about like other men doing that? Like I know in my like for me, gender role in that place, right? Growing up, right, it was like, and you guys may have seen this too, but growing up, it was like little boys are not allowed to play with like doll houses or dolls, or they're not allowed to play with like pretending to brush like such like a Barbie's hair or play with Barbies at all and stuff like that. Like it was like you know, just seeing that or whatever. But it's like, why can't they play with Barbies? They're freaking Ken dolls. Like, why does it matter?
My brother used to play Barbies with me, and he always took the Ken doll. We didn't have that so much where it was like, you can't touch that.
I mean, if you think about it, the action figures, they're actually dolls.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Exactly.
still the same thing.
And there's nothing wrong with like a little boy with a baby doll because maybe one day he's going to be an amazing father. Like,
It's because in
Hispanic culture.
Yeah, Hispanic cultures, an action figure like a G.I. Joe or, you know, like those wrestling action figures, I guess to them that's like, okay, that's okay to play with because
it looked manly.
very manly and, you know, that's, something that they can play with. If
It's fighting. They're fighting.
Yeah, if they
Very
if they,
machismo.
yeah, if they
Mhm.
saw their son pick up like a Ken doll, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? So I think yes, they're all dolls,
but there's specific
dolls where it's like their son, they would be okay for their son to play with that doll, other than.
Well, it goes to the same thing where I had the argument with my husband when the boys were little, and we got them a kitchen. My husband didn't want that. And I said, but why? I'm not asking for like a pink kitchen. I want a kitchen because, I mean,
They could be the next Bobby Flay.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was like, you're over here talking about how Peru is top with food and half the chefs are male.
Yep.
So what's the difference of having our boys have a kitchen? Like, most of the chefs are male, so why is that a thing? Which they do have a kitchen. It is the cutest little thing, and they love it.
Cute.
They cook me breakfast in the morning, and they give me coffee too. Like they have like a little coffee cup with the like old school like coffee thing, and Raiden will literally come over and he's like, "You want coffee?" I'm like, "Yes," and it's so sweet. But it's like that's just a normal thing. Like you want to be able to teach them to cook and take care of themselves. So why can't they have a kitchen?
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's not like, if you want to say girly, it's not this bright pink thing. It's actually, it looks like an old school cafe. And then they have a cute little table that they sit at, and they love it. And I mean, all your kids come over. They all love that little kitchen. They all start cooking.
They all sit down too.
But it's also like, I feel like for us, like culture-wise, like food is very important. So it's like, why are we not teaching them to just share this time and have fun and like cook and be together? Like, that's what it's about. So
yeah,
agreed.
But it was an argument at one point because it was saw as like a girl's toy.
Do we feel like there should be gender roles for responsibilities or household chores or whatever you call it between man and wife? Or do we feel that the responsibilities should be shared equally across, no matter what gender you are?
It's a hard question.
All right, stay tuned for part 2 on Cafecito con Chisme, pinche perras. Woo!